Next up is Asian Battery Metals, ASX code AZ9, an exploration-focused company focused on developing critical minerals to support the energy transition with a growing portfolio of copper, nickel and battery metal projects in Mongolia. Joining me is Gan-Ochir Zunduisuren, who is the Managing Director. Gan-Ochir, over to you.
Thank you, JMM, for the event. It's the first time I'm actually attending JMM event, so it's probably better for me to introduce myself. I'm a Mongolian. I have been in mining industry in Mongolia more than 20 years, different roles, different companies, from exploration to development and mining operation. I was also on a board of a company called Oyu Tolgoi, which is the largest copper mining operation in the country run by Rio Tinto. Then I returned back to the Asian Battery Metals, which I founded. Because I've been in mining industry for so long, I'm one of the very early skeptics of the climate change, energy transition, etc. But as much as I actually got introduced into energy transition and the efficiency of it, and looking how China is evolved really in electric vehicle space and how they are solving the energy, gave me a very good insight. And I believe energy transition is maybe not about saving climate, but it's actually bringing that efficiency in the energy space. It can solve lots of stuff. So that's how we started the company Asian Battery Metals. The core focus of the company right now is copper, because that's the focus of the critical minerals. Right next door to China, which is the largest copper processing capacity in midstream and downstream in the world, it gives advantage for being in Mongolia. And based on that, we have formed a portfolio of assets that includes copper, nickel, copper, gold assets in southwestern part of Mongolia. Southwestern part of Mongolia is really an emerging mining district. As you guys know, from 10, 20 years ago, Gobi district in the southern part of Mongolia were pretty much on the focus of the international global mining space. But southwest part is actually continuation of that. It's the same belt, Central Asian orogenic belt, that hosts number of rich metal deposits in Kazakhstan, Russia, Mongolia, and China. So that's where we are working. On top of that, myself being Mongolian, I think Mongolia has that advantage of the location and advantage of the improved infrastructure over the last 15 years. It has a lot of capacity in professional people in exploration and mining. In Oyu Tolgoi, for example, which is the probably most advanced underground operation in that particular part of the world, 96% of the employees are Mongolians. So, as the company, we are listed in 2024. We have very supportive shareholders, a lot of Australians, including institutional investors, such as Lowell Resource Fund from Melbourne, Dragon Tree Capital also from Melbourne, and of course, Perth investors. We have very good board. All the board members have worked in Mongolia and experience of actually working in Mongolia. So we are quite comfortable to promote Mongolia as an investment destination. On top of that, the key part or competitive advantage for us is people. Apart from myself, we have very capable team in exploration who were geologists who were part of the discoveries in copper, uranium, coal, and on top of that, we have people who were part of the successful development in the country. Some people believe that in Mongolia, since Oyu Tolgoi, which was probably if not only, then one of very few major copper deposits that came online since the greenfield discovery. Many people believe there weren't many mines in Mongolia, but to give the perspective, I counted the mid and large scale mining operations in Mongolia that was opened in last 25 years. So we roughly has one mine got built in a year, on average. That shows that, definitely Mongolia now has a much more mature mining jurisdiction. Some say Mongolia has unstable government. Yeah, we are democracy, so we change as much as we would like to, when we would like to. On average, Mongolian government lasts 1.9 years, which is same as Australia. So it's not much difference there, guys. Mongolia as a jurisdiction, we ranked top 5 for mineral prospectivity in Asia. And also, based on the global peace index, apparently we are in the top 5 in Asia Pacific region, which I learned recently. And that shows it's how easy to operate it. If you feel somehow, a little bit uncertain about the jurisdiction, to ensure that mitigation of the risks is the management, the operation team there to actually provide proactive planning of the work, which is actually can be witnessed in our exploration work in Mongolia. We can get permits because of the good planning on the ground exploration within 30 days from the grant of the new tenement, which we actually did last year. So that shows really efficiency we can achieve in this jurisdiction. So enough about Mongolia, enough about company, the assets, the copper focus. In 2023, we, very unknown private company participated in, applied for BHP Explore, which is a global exploration accelerator organized by BHP, right? Out of 250 companies, they selected 7 companies in that year, and we were only one in Asia Pacific, in Asia. So that shows, really capacity in us. And for that project, that project was a copper-nickel project, and using BHP's money, we actually made a discovery out of it. Since then, we got listed. That project has actually advanced quite well. And myself is actually worked in Ivanhoe group of companies, which was, as you guys know, managed by the Robert Friedland. One of the things I learned really well is if you have good success in one of the projects, you have to build land package quite quickly, and you have to look at all your neighbors. So we are adding into our portfolio different assets. So now we are in the process of completion of the copper gold project on top of our copper nickel project. And within that copper gold project, we also have shallow gold opportunities that we have recently confirmed. So we have 3 different opportunities that we are going through this year, especially in first 6 months. But the end goal for this year is form good understanding of the basis of overall copper potential within our portfolio. All the projects are in the same area to use same infrastructure and same logistics and same gateway to the market in the future. We have copper gold project that we intercepted in our due diligence drilling, combined 17 meters of 2.2% copper plus 0.7 gram per ton gold in VMS project. And we're going to continue to drill that project. That project has historic foreign resource of 5 million tons, but the drill hole that we drilled was actually underneath that resource, and some of the ore bodies above that horizon hasn't been really drill tested. So that gives a lot of opportunities for us to expand that potential and really show the advantage of it. And then copper nickel project, 8 kilometers from each other. Copper nickel project, we have intercepted some amazing intercepts within broader disseminated mineralization. In the disseminated mineralization, we usually get 0.5% copper, 0.4% nickel, and then as it gets to the more semi-massive and massive sulfides, we get intercepts more than 3% copper and more than 3% nickel. So it's a combination of the low and high grade. Mineralization starts from the surface. We drill till the depth of the 250 meters. There's a potential to continue on to both sides. So there's definitely upside for us to address that. And on top of that, we have pretty much a lot of regional prospects. So copper nickel, we think we have a new discovery there with a cluster, camp scale potential in the future to be unlocked. Right beside the copper gold project, we have shallow gold prospect, which have intercepted last fall. We have intercepted combined 10 meters of roughly 4 to 5 gram per ton gold grade, which includes 3 meters of 13 gram per ton gold. And on the surface, we have sampled it. We followed up with based on the surface sampling, we can say 100 by 600 meter anomalous ground is there, potentially extending further to the west. So on the surface samples, we get up to 22 grams per ton gold there. So this is overall nutshell. But to wrap it up, I would say myself, I'm a person who started the company. For me, it's essential to company to be successful. So I'm not here, none of us here, but it's not a one project specific company. I'm trying to build a company here. So for me, it's the success of the company is very important. I'm one of the largest shareholders in the company. And combined board and the large shareholders, we probably own 50% of the shares in the company. And we are there to deliver the value, and key focus for us is to deliver large copper resource that can be extracted economically in that region. Thank you.